Hey everyone, it's the Blazing King with King's Critiques. This is gonna be my first not anime review. I thought it would be a Marvel film, or some sort of like a Toy Story thing, or my first thoughts on Lord of the Rings, or this or that. No, I'm here to talk about Beavis and Butthead 20 some odd years later. But I mean, if you guys watch my content, you kind of know that that's the kind of shit I find amusing sometimes. And like, here's the way I'm gonna put this. Compared to all the other shows that have survived just as long and been more consistent, Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park, this show retained its style of humor better than any of those shows. Like, South Park sold out to the wrong government agenda. Speak your piece on that if you want, but by now I hope you know that's true. Simpsons gave in to a bunch of whiny people. Family Guy, same thing. They gave in to a bunch of whiny people. Beavis and Butthead, from what I could tell, at least from first glance, retained every little bit of humor that's always had, as childish and ridiculous as it is. So, suppose the best way to put it would be going over the simple bit of premise, since everybody probably can assume where it goes. The premise starts with them at their science fair back in '98. Back when the actually no, I'll break away and say that's a plot point I want to think of real quick. Like, it opened with them asking, if we wondered where they've been since the last time we saw them. The last time we saw them properly was Do America. I know they tried to bring back the show in like 2015 or something, but it had like half a season in. But that's what happens when you put it on more on TV instead of music television. But yeah, so they basically like skipped over Do America being any form of canon to this universe. I can't believe I'm breaking it down like I am, but here we are. So yeah, it starts with them back in '98 at their high school, as is normal. They do their usual thing and some dumb shit happens. So, as punishment for whatever ridiculous reason, because people can't understand, they're just stupid, they send them to space camp, which was supposed to be first prize to the science fair they were dicking around in. And you can probably assume what happened. I don't have to spell that out. Like, the thing just came out 24 hours ago, so I want to try and remain as spoiler free to something as stupid as this that you can probably predict most of. And in that space camp, with all the gizmos and doohickeys, you can imagine the kind of nonsense that happened. And it basically got them a task to actually go into space because they misunderstood what somebody was asking of them of if they wanted to do it for real. And because it was a woman asking, and she was okay looking at the time, they were like all for it. But she also didn't realize at the time that they were just fucking stupid. And this is honestly the common trait for a lot of Beavis and Butthead shit in general, is nobody can ever realize they're just stupid. That's what happened in Do America. Nobody ever realized they were just stupid, except for the guy that initially sent them on the task, and then the attractive woman that sent them on their secondary task. Nobody ever realizes they're just fucking stupid. So yeah, that happens, and then they go up in space, and then some shit happens. They go through a black hole and end up in today time. And I honestly thought the quality of the comedy would drop from this point because it's today time and nobody has a sense of humor. But I was pleasantly surprised that that was wrong because they are just two very stupid kids. I'm I'm gonna just go over the whole of what happened after that. Of They got introduced to new age technology for one, and they had a blast with a lot of that, even though they didn't understand Siri. And that's honestly one of the funnier plot points of it. They once again pissed off the government, both local from where they ended up and the whole. And I'm pretty sure the dude that was playing one of the two characters who was looking for them from the FBI was the same dude who was looking for them in Do America. So that's another part of what shows me that that movie was not canon to whatever kind of thing this is. Universe. Which, speaking of universe, there's a Beavis and Butthead multiverse. That's a thing. To how far that expands, we get a little look at that in the very end of the movie. But yeah, to continue on with the actual plot of it, the chick who they were into from the space station 20 some odd years ago is now a high political figure, and they see that and of course go after her thinking they're still gonna get lucky, and well, a whole lot of bullshit goes on from there, mixed in with the whole misunderstanding of technology, not knowing how to drive, a Cornholio appearance that basically makes a prison guard misunderstand the situation. Like, this movie you can't not find funny if you're my age. If you're my age and you don't find it funny, you've never found that kind of thing funny, which is fine, because I'm not going to say you don't have a sense of humor, you just don't have this kind of sense of humor. As long as you're not going to be a whiny little twit and say something about the movie not being funny because it's not aged well. Because here's another thing. There's a scene where they went into a college campus. They interrupted a class about, I'm guessing it was like sexual studies or something. I don't fucking know what class it was. Either it showed it on screen or I wasn't paying attention, or it wasn't important. Regardless, there was a teacher who basically went over what white privilege is. And, well, the general understanding of what it is, that's what they were explained, and that's what they literally used for like several minutes before the whole them getting arrested thing. And boy, the Great Cornholio can bring about quite the prison riot. I'll just say that much. And it actually answers the TP shortage. Oh, you guys probably didn't. I don't know if you heard that one either, but yeah. Anyway, rim shot. But eventually, and it takes pretty much the entire fucking thing, eventually somebody realized that they're just fucking stupid. It takes so long for somebody to just realize that, other than their fucking teachers, who basically hoped they would go to prison at the beginning of the movie, and... Oh, burger receipt. And, the entire movie is just fuckery. Like, cliche, typical Beavis and Butthead fuckery. But that is what makes it funny, is the fact that it does every single thing it should. It didn't fucking cater to any specific sex. It didn't cater to any specific race. It didn't cater to any of that shit. It was just Beavis and Butthead being two stupid fucking kids, and Mike Judge writing jokes like Mike Judge does. Like, even if it's like 10, 15-minute episodes like they tried a few years back, give this show another shot. We need something that holds classic values of comedy, even if it's just dumb, raunchy humor like this. Like, I've been saying for a while, we need, like, classic Boondocks type humor back. Not whatever kind of washed down version we would get And this is the closest fucking thing we've gotten in a very long time. I honestly, like, I wasn't verbally laughing for a lot of it, but I was certainly smiling the whole fucking time. If anybody else has watched it yet, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Or if you're into that kind of humor, go watch it. It's on Paramount, or you can probably find it somewhere else. And then come back and discuss with me. Because I have missed comedy like this for a long time, and I'm kind of upset that it's not gonna come up again for a while, probably. I don't doubt that the shows I mentioned before still have decent jokes, but I just can't put my heart into it and enjoy it as thoroughly as I once did because I know what the writers stand for. If that makes me a bad person as far as, like, American animated comedies go, I apologize. But that's just my opinion on these things, and, well, opinions are how we are. So, yeah. If you want to see my anime reviews, though, there's a ton of those. If you have other not anime stuff I could watch and review, suggest it in the comment section, and I'll check it out. Or if I've already seen it, I'll give it my opinion on top of my head. But yeah, as I usually do the whole intro thing, or fucking hiccups, outro thing, enjoy it, or you just want to support me, do please hit the like button, subscribe to my main channel, where I have tons of gaming shit going on in the description down below. Ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter, to keep updated with everything. TikTok, because I upload batches from time to time. I'm surprised they didn't involve a TikTok joke, to be fair, but Twitch, subscribe there for benefits, can do so Twitch Prime for free. Until next time, it's been the Blaze Gaming with Kritique. Sign out, for now. Peace.